Back in 1949, the founder of our park, Owen Godwin, first established this place as the Florida Fish and Wildlife Institute. Now, as far as names go for a theme park, it's not exactly the best one. Kind of makes it sound like some weird government building or maybe even a school, and that's definitely not what we have going on here. So about a year later, he actually changed the name to the much more appropriate Snake Village. A much better name for a theme park such as ours. However, he soon found out that a lot of people are afraid of snakes, so that name wasn't going to work either, and it was back to the drawing board. But this time around, Godwin decided to talk to the smartest person he knew, and that was his lovely wife, Pearl. And Pearl said to him, "Now, darling, you are overthinking this whole naming thing. You got two things down there in that park. You got gators and you got land. Why not just call the park Gatorland?" And folks, here we are, over 70 years later, still going strong as Gatorland, the alligator capital of the world. Now folks, with a name like Gatorland, a lot of people think we cater to only alligators, and that's actually not true at all. We have all sorts of crocodilian creatures here, not to mention a few miscellaneous animals as well. But the first animals we are going to be checking out here on this tour, coming up on the right-hand side, these guys are the saltwater crocodiles. Now, the saltwater crocodile is the largest crocodilian on the entire planet. They can grow up to 23 feet long and weigh well over 1,000 pounds. In that little penthouse suite by herself, we have Lizzie. Next door to her, we've got Morton and Sheila. Morton's going to be the big guy way over there in the water. Sheila is over on the far left side of the enclosure, kind of underneath that tree. Coming up in our middle enclosure, we have Phoebe. Now, Phoebe is actually one of our shyest crocs. She does like to hide a lot, so don't take it personally if you can't see her. I'm actually trying to see if I can spot her myself right now. Nah, I couldn't quite spot her, but maybe you guys can. And coming up in our last enclosure, we have Dundee and his special lady friend, Salty Girl. Dundee's going to be the big guy hanging out in the water over there, kind of on the right side of the pool, and Salty Girl is more than likely in this smaller pool to the left side of the enclosure. I didn't quite see her in there, but that's just where she's been hanging out recently. So, you know, safe to assume. Now guys, those saltwater crocodiles might be the biggest, but they are by no means the meanest. That very special honor goes to our Nile crocodiles over there on the right-hand side. The two Nile crocs we have in that enclosure are Blondie and Sultan. And when I say those guys are the meanest, I really do mean the meanest. Those are the ones you'll typically see in TV shows and movies, jumping out of the water, grabbing an animal like a zebra or a wildebeest, and they drag them back down into the river, and those animals are never seen again. Now, I know that can sound a little intense for some people, but it is just nature, guys. Crocs are going to do what crocs are going to do. And now, we'd like to welcome everybody on the train to Piney Woods. This is our large mammal enclosure here at Gatorland. It is home to our beautiful Florida cracker cow, two of our Indian Zeeaboo bulls, as well as a miniature donkey named Felix. Now guys, this entire enclosure is meant to represent what it was like back in the 1700s, when people first started to really develop Florida. You got fertile lands for growing crops, grazing land for feeding cattle. We've got that large barn in the back. We also have this sleeping shed over here on our left-hand side. This was also me and my dad's summer home for a little while. Nope, I'm just kidding, everybody. I don't have a dad. Coming up on everybody's left-hand side, we have the main restaurant here at Gatorland, which is Pearl's Good Eats. And I gotta tell you guys, they definitely have some good eats. Over there at Pearl's, you guys can get cheeseburgers, double cheeseburgers, chicken fingers, barbecue platters, gator tail bites. You can even get some ice-cold drinks, perfect for hot motor days, kind of like this one. Now, this large set of bleachers to our left-hand side, that is our Legends of the Swamp Alligator Show. That's where you guys can watch all of our alligator wranglers jump into the water, grab an alligator, pull them out onto land, and they'll do all kinds of crazy tricks with them. And speaking of alligators, over here on our right-hand side, a little bit further in the back, you might be able to spot some of our albino alligators. Now, those guys are albino due to a genetic mutation that eliminates all of the melanin in their body and gives them that pearly white color. This other set of bleachers we have coming up on the left-hand side, that is our up-close encounter show. That's where you guys can get up close and encounter some of the creepiest, crawliest, and scaliest creatures we have here at Gatorland. But if that's not quite your style, you can always check out our Screaming Gator zip line next door. Voted top 10 zip lines in the world. Also coming up on everybody's left-hand side over here, this is our live meat farm for the gators. We go in there once a month, grab the biggest goat we can find, take him out of there, and we just throw him right into the... No, everybody, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. All right, I got some worried faces. Somebody's like that. Okay, cool. No, I'm kidding, everybody. We're not Jurassic Park. We don't do that. That is our petting zoo. It is home to our adorable and fluffy little goats who you can pet, feed, and tell all your little secrets to. I had very mixed reactions with that.